Okay, YouTube, today we're going to be talking about Cosmoline removal. I promised I'd make this video. Now, there's a lot of different ways you can remove Cosmoline from certain items. Sometimes, just depending on the type of item you're dealing with, it might be beneficial to just, use a little elbow grease and some brake free, or maybe some mineral spirits and some hot water, something like that. But today, I'm going to cover the most common method that I use to remove Cosmoline from small items. Here I have my Yugo Mauser M48 bayonet. Now the bayonet itself has some Cosmoline on it, but we can just wipe that off. That ain't a problem. However, with the sheath, you have a lot of Cosmoline that's down inside of it. So we're going to remove that Cosmoline. I'm going to show you how to do that. But basically this video is supposed to show you how to remove Cosmoline from small items. You can put your barrel actions and things in the oven. Go ahead and preheat your oven to about 275 degrees. You don't want to get it too hot. And I've got one of my silicone bake trays that I use to pan lube my bullets in. You definitely don't want to use your good trays or anything like that, because you can have all this nasty Cosmoline in there. But the idea is that this sheath is going to be pointed downward like this, so all the Cosmoline is going to melt and drip out of it. So there's the sheath. And then we're going to do the same thing with the bottle. We're just going to set it in there, just like so. And we're going to find something to elevate the pan a little bit so the Cosmoline will ooze down to the bottom corner. So we're going to start off with that. Unfortunately, I don't have a rifle that I can use to show you guys how, like an SKS is packaged in Cosmoline. Hopefully I'll get to that soon. But for now, this is just the small parts. So I'm going to let this oven come up to temperature here. And as soon as it does, we're going to go ahead and bake this stuff for a minute. Okay, so our oven's come up to temperature. I used the other pan to kind of angle it a little bit so the Cosmoline will drip down to the side. So I'm going to let this stuff bake for about an hour or so. We're going to check back on it, see how the Cosmoline came off. Okay, YouTube, real quick, you can see that the Cosmoline is kind of dripping down in the corner like I said it would. We've got Cosmoline dripping out of the bayonet scabbard, and as you can see, there's Cosmoline that's come off of our solvent/oil bottle. I'm going to flip the oil bottle. We're going to give it about another 20 minutes or so. We should be good to go here. Bear with me. Also, I do want to mention that this Cosmoline does give off quite an obnoxious odor, so you might want to make sure your significant other is gone. And as you can see here, here's some Cosmoline that I've wiped off of the bayonet itself. You may want to go ahead and just turn your fan on here, if you got one. Okay, YouTube, I flipped this thing, and I let it cook, so to speak, there a little bit longer. I wanted to mention, these solvent bottles will sometimes have some caked up Cosmoline inside them. So hopefully I've got the tripod set up soon enough to where we can take the cap off this thing and see what's going to come out. See, there's some Cosmoline on the inside. Okay, be sure to get all that out. I'm sure I didn't get every little bit, but this is just to show you the idea. As you can see, this solvent bottle's clean now. So let's alright, we got some more Cosmoline. Now, if you want to, you could, in theory, take this Cosmoline bottle and just use some mineral spirits. And, kind of clean out the inside. But for most purposes, you're probably not going to need to worry about it. This is more or less, cleaning off these bottles is more or less one of those things that you do just so you can see the markings and the overall condition of the bottle. But as you can see, it's much cleaner than we started out with. And this is probably one of those things, I'm just going to put it right back in the wax paper. I just want to show you how to remove Cosmoline. Okay, so there's that in our bayonet scabbard. As you can see, there's nothing leaking out. We should be pretty good on the scabbard. So that's pretty much it. Just wipe everything down, put a coat of oil, and dispose of this Cosmoline. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, that's some nasty stuff. But anyway, that's how you do the small parts. And as soon as I have a Cosmoline caked rifle, I'm going to make a video about how to bake the rifles.